your true Christian character is most meaningful. He said, like, when you're squeezed, what comes out, right? So the idea is when you're on your worst day, the character that you have is more meaningful than the character you have on your best day. And that's something that I know we go back to a lot, and we'll bring that up to each other even now and talk about that. And so that has resonated beyond just that training for camp, but into our own lives that we bring up regularly.
That's something that I still, like, when I'm in the middle of a crazy time with my kids, or I'm at work and something goes really wrong, then my gut instinct is to first say a prayer and then move on and make a decision after that. And that's something I learned at camp. I wouldn't have picked that up anywhere else, but just because I needed it.
That's a journey that we're all on, like, for our whole life, is continuously coming back to the Word and trying to have our eyes open again. But I feel like camp, as a 14, 15-year-old trying to pass that on to younger kids, that was like the first time I ever had to open the Bible and say, this is what's really going on, isn't this exciting, and try and get someone else to catch the vision and get hyped about it.
The night before, my college boyfriend broke up with me via text message, so deal with that. And then the very next morning, I had one of my counselors walk in to the office with two of the boys in her group and said, these boys wanted to talk to you about becoming Christians, and they wanted to talk to you about that they want to believe in Jesus and give their lives to Christ. And I remember just like being kind of like pulled out of myself, because I had been really sad about that, this thing in my personal life that felt really consuming as a 20-year-old, right? And then suddenly realizing, like, wow, look at what's going on around me. Like, look at how good the world is. And look at how all I had to do was pull myself out of my own situation, which is hard to do when you're 20. Oh my gosh.
I also think camp is such an awesome opportunity for God to grow them, for you to kind of let go of the reins and let God, in a safe place, surrounded by people who love Jesus and love that your child is willing to come and work for camp. So to let God be able to grow them through that, no matter what that looks like, whether that looks like how much they know the gospel, or what they learned from a certain book of the Bible, or like themes that are happening in camp that summer. I think that's huge, and definitely something that I valued as a site director, as someone who did work at camp for a summer. Just being able to grow in that, grow in my relationship with God, and be able to share that with the kids and the campers who came in.